This is the Unit 2 Study Guide, page 1 and 2 review video. First thing, fill in the blanks for each statement below. The ratio of bananas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to apples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, is 6 to 10. The ratio of apples to bananas is 10 to 6. There are 5 apples for every 3 bananas. So I could say 10 apples, 6 bananas, and then 3 bananas, divide by 2, divide by 2. There are 5 apples to 5, 10, 16 pieces of fruit. Okay? Select all the true statements about apples, oranges, and pineapples. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 apples. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 oranges. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pineapples. The ratio of apples to oranges is 2 to 4. Now I know this isn't right because the big number is second, so that one doesn't work. The ratio of oranges to pineapples is 4 to 6, yes. The ratio of pineapples to apples is 6 to 8. So not 6 to 4, 6 to 8. There are 2 apples for every orange. So 2 apples go with that orange, 2 apples go with that orange, yes. So that is true. There are 2 apples for every pineapple. That is not true, because there are 2 left over. There are 3 pineapples for every 2 oranges. That is true. There is half an orange for every apple. So let's see what we've got. We've got oranges and apples, and then we want 1 apple. So I have to divide by 8, and divide by 8, and 4 divided by 8 is 0.5, which is a half. So that is true. Select all the ratios that are equivalent to 4 to 2. So I'm going to write all of these out, 4 over 2. So this is A equals 1 over 2. Well, that's not true because that's just not true. 4 over 2 equals 2 over 4. These guys are backwards, so no. 4 over 2 equals 12 over 6. So I've got to look at this. This is bigger, so 12 divided by 4 is 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6, 4 times 3 is 12, so yes, that one works. 4 to 2, 4 to 8, no, because they don't match. 4 to 2, 2 to 1. So I divide, I get 2. Divide, I get 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. That one works. And then 4 to 2, 5 to 3, no, that does not work. All right, the back of the page says, a mixture of purple paint contains 6 teaspoons of red and 15 teaspoons of blue. To make the same shade of purple paint using 55 teaspoons of blue, how much red would you need? All right, so I want 55 teaspoons of blue. So I don't know what I need to do, but I know I need to get someplace where I can get all the time. So I'm going to divide this by 6. And if I divide that by 6, I have to divide this by 6. So it's 15 divided by 6. Now, to get from 1 to 55, I do times 55. To get this up to 55, or to go with the 55, I have to do 15 over 6 times 55 over 1. So I'm going to use my calculator. 15 over 6 times 55 That equals 137.5. So how much would I need? I would need 137.5 teaspoons of red paint. So what did I do? I divided 6 by 6, then I divided 15 by 6, then I multiplied 1 by 55, and then I multiplied 15/6 by 55. All right, next one. A mixture of purple paint contains 6 teaspoons of red and 1½ teaspoons of blue. So 6 teaspoons of red, 1½ teaspoons of blue. To make the same shade, means it has to be an equal ratio, using 2 teaspoons of red paint, how much would you need? So I'm going to make this be a 2, and then I'm going to go from here to here. So 6 is bigger, 6 divided by 2 gives me 3. So 3 is my helper. So I've got to use a 3 down here, and I'm going down, so I'm dividing, so I need to do 1.5 divided by 3. That's going to give me a decimal. And so under the 2, I go 0.5. So you would need 0.5 teaspoons of blue paint, or ½ a teaspoon of blue paint. Lynn rode her bike 3 miles in 18 minutes. She rode at a constant speed. How fast did she go? So I'm going to go here first. 18 and 9. I divide 18 by 9, and I get the helper of 2. So to go from 18 down to 9, I'm dividing by 2. So I have to do 3 divided by 2, and all fractions mean divide. So 3 divided by 2, or 1.5. All right? Then I've got to do the next one. So for the next one, I'm going to go from 3 down to 1. So that means I'm dividing by 3, which means over here I also need to divide by 3. 18 divided by 3 gives me 6. Then I need to go down to a different one. So go from 6 down to 1. I divide by 6. If I divide by 6 over here, I have to divide by 6 over here. All fractions mean divide. 1 divided by 6. That's my answer. 1/6 goes with 1. So how long would it take Lynn to travel 6 miles at the same rate? All right, so we've got to put 6 miles on here. So I'm going to go from 3 to 6. That means I'm doubling, times 2, which means because the 3's are across from the 18, I have to do 18 times 2, which gives me 36. So how long would it take her to travel? It would take her 36 minutes to travel at that same rate.